In today's video, we're looking at the top 5 new suppressors here in 2025. We just got back from Las Vegas visiting SHOT Show in 2025. At the event, we saw a lot of cool new suppressors hit the market, but for this video today, we're gonna be looking at the top 5 suppressors that I saw at SHOT Show that you should consider picking up here in 2025. To kick things off on our list here, number 5 on our list is the Yankee Hill Machine Victra 12. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a shotgun suppressor, specifically for 12 gauge. This one had to make it on the list here because I think there's only 2 other options on the market for shotgun suppressors. You have the SilencerCo Salvo 12, I believe it is, and then you have the JK Armament shotgun suppressor as well. So I absolutely love that YHM was able to deliver and bring another shotgun option to the market. It is modular, so you can add baffles or remove baffles, but the cool thing about this is you can actually put a choke on the end of the suppressor, so that way you can adjust that how you see fit. Coming in at number 4 on our list, and these are in no particular order, these are just the top 5. They're all even level as far as coolness. But number 4 on our list is the SilencerCo S98. The S98 is a titanium suppressor, and it's meant for 9mm, but the reason this one is so cool is because of the look of it. In my mind, this looks like an updated version of the off-spray suppressor that they had, so it's like the rectangle-shaped one. However, they are advertising this as a handgun suppressor because of its lightweight. So if you have a threaded barrel on your Staccato, P320, Glock, you can easily throw this on there and run it suppressed. SilencerCo did come out with some other suppressors at SHOT Show as well, but as far as the couple they came out with, I thought this one was the most unique and, well, coolest one that you should consider picking up here in 2025. Next up on our list is the Air Sandman X. Fortunately, Air was kind enough to send one of these bad boys out for me to test and review prior to the launch, and that's actually what I have on this setup right here in front of us. The Sandman X celebrates the 10-year anniversary of Air and the Sandman series that originally launched the company, and guys, this thing is awesome. I have a full review and video on the Sandman X up on the channel, so go check it out if you're interested in this one. Main highlights for this: hub compatible for Xeno, Chemo, or any other adapter you have. Inside, it's 3D printed Haynes 282, so it's super durable, full auto rated. You have the Triskelion baffles in the rear, and then the Nomad XC baffles in the front to help with sound reduction. And then on top of that, you do have a front end cap that is removable, so that way you can swap to different caliber end caps. Overall, super cool new suppressor from Air, and go check out the full video if you're interested in learning more. Coming in at number 2 on our list is the HUXWRX Flow 9K Ti. Unfortunately, this is not the 9K Ti, this is the 762 titanium version, but I was able to get hands-on with the new suppressor at SHOT Show, and guys, it is super cool. HUXWRX actually released 2 new suppressors this year. They have a 36mm flow can and the 9mm flow can, but between the two, I put the 9K on the list here because while a big bore suppressor is nice, or like a universal can, for all my more experienced suppressor people out there, typically you want to buy a suppressor dedicated to the right caliber. So you probably already have a 762 Ti or a 556 flow can, so the only reason you'd need that new 36mm can is, well, if you were going to be shooting like 338 Lapua or some bigger calibers. But anyway, jumping back to the Flow 9K, super cool suppressor. HUXWRX is killing it with their flow through technology on all their suppressors, so now they just brought this to the 9mm market. Aesthetics of it looks cool too. It actually has wrench flats on the front, and the reason they did this, they said, is so that way you can tuck your suppressor in a handguard on like an AR9 or a PCC, and you're going to be able to put a wrench on the front to tighten or loosen that if needed. They offer different hubs for it, whether you need to run a booster, tri-lug, or whatever it is, but overall, I love that HUX is continuing their flow-through cans and 2 different calibers, and it's definitely a can to consider here in 2025. Before we jump to our next one here, I do have an AR featured on the table here, and this was actually featured in a recent video. I call this my perfect AR setup for 2025. Is it actually perfect? Probably not. There's probably a couple things I could change on it. But either way, I did create a Google spreadsheet going over the parts and accessories for this build. So if you're looking for inspiration for your build here in 2025, or just need some parts recommended, check out the video description, check out the free spreadsheet, and hopefully it helps you out. Last up on our list, and coming in at number 1, again, these are no particular order, but it's just the last one I'm talking about, we have the PTR Vent Spiritus 556i. If you've been living under a rock, PTR Industries is a gun manufacturer, and their main focus was roller delayed guns like this MP5 I have back here, so kind of like MP5 clones, and other HK type platforms. But recently, over the last couple years, they got into the suppressor market, and guys, they've been killing it. They came out with a Vent 1, Vent 2, and Vent 3 suppressor. All of them are phenomenal suppressors with low back pressure and great sound reduction. And now they took all that technology and created a dedicated 556 can, and it looks super awesome. I was able to connect with PTR out at SHOT Show, discuss this new suppressor with them, get some insight on it. Basically, their goal for this was to create a dedicated kind of duty use 5.56 suppressor. For my people that are familiar with the Cat WB or White Bread, they took some inspiration from that, but then tried to improve it even more. The inside of the can is all 3D printed, and they have this crazy baffle design inside that they engineered, all to help with more vent through or flow through on the can. And at the same time, they shortened the suppressor because that was a big complaint with the other vent suppressors they had, is that they were pretty long. So now they offer more of like a K configuration can while still offering great sound reduction on it. I'm super excited for this can. I'm definitely gonna be picking one of these up. Obviously, I'll do a full video on it to test it out and, well, see if it lives up to the hype. I'm sure it will, though. So that wraps up our list here. Again, just of the new suppressors here in 2025. Let me know in the comments if you saw something else that came out that you would recommend. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.